If I'm on your For You page, it's because you like black women. You like dark-skinned black women, brown sugar black women, intelligent black women. And there is nothing wrong with that. If I'm
I saw that on my For You page, and I thought it was funny. And just maybe figured like I wanted to say some stuff that, I have predominantly dated black women. I've only dated one Asian woman. So the rest have been either long-term or short-term, have been all black women. So I was like, that was interesting. I do like black women. But I gotta say, right, strong, I mean, most have been, dark black women too. And, she's saying that the strong black women is like, I do have to admit, there's so many things great about black women, but being a strong black woman is both a great thing and a bad thing, because black women are really hard to date. They are really hard to date. They are not your typical woman, which is it's cool, but they're just really hard. And so I can understand how a lot of black men have a hard time as well, because there's, like I said, so many great things about black women. They're loving. They are, I'm kind of an introvert, right? I'm not really the most talkative type of person, but one of the things I love about dating black women is that they bring it out of me, right? They bring out the talkativeness. When I'm talking to a black woman, they always get me to talk more, or they always make it seem like they're interested in me. So yeah, the energy of black women I love, right? Very sexual, amazing, right? But again, getting back to the strong thing, I think it's a detriment, right? Even though it's cute, right? There was an ex that I was going to the grocery store with, just walking with her. Okay, all of a sudden she was like getting loud at a grocery store worker, and she's saying that like, what are you looking at, right? Because she said that the grocery store worker was looking at me. I was like, sure, I'm no one special, but she said that word, and she was like really like, kind of like marking her territory kind of thing. So I think that's hot, right? I think it's hot, but like, women's strength, like black women's strength, is hot when it's aimed at other people, but when it's aimed at you, that's not hot anymore, right? That's the thing that's why I said it's a good and bad thing. When black women's strength is aimed at you, that ain't great. When it's aimed at others, that's sexy, right? It's sexy. But that's the thing where a lot of times it's aimed at you. So yeah, I would say dating black women is hard. It's very hard. But I'm attracted to them. It's just, they're hard. They're not really a feminine type of women. They're not really submissive. It is what it is. They're not really ladylike. But I mean, they have many other great traits. It's just that, if you want to be a man, right, dating black women is hard, because a lot of times they make you feel less of a man, because they're so combative, so aggressive, so strong, right? So it is hard. It's tough. But I do believe that black women are not for the weak. But again, even if you're strong, it's like you're battling them. It's gonna make you weak. I don't know. It's hard, right? But it's funny that maybe it's true. I don't know. Maybe I don't know my future, but as how many I've dated, it does seem like once you go back, you don't go back.
It really is concerning to me, the amount of men that like can't comprehend that they're the reason why women hate men. Like, the amount of men that message me on a daily basis was something that just is so outlandish. This morning, a man commented on my Instagram story. I post the same gym content on my social media platforms. Messages me, your legs are sturdy as shit. I know, what did the nigga say? He said, oh, I know it's probably hard to push you over, but your booty also probably hard to cuddle with. I didn't know this man from a can of paint. I almost broke my finger hitting the black button. Next one. A couple weeks ago, another man slid up on my story talking about you are just so beautiful. Can I please touch it? What? Can you touch it? We need to be focusing on how to touch the hem of the Lord's garment, because, oh my Lord.
I want to say this, right? If you think about it, she has the same mindset of incels, right? Blaming a whole gender of people, right? A whole gender of people. And that's why you hate them, right? You put the blame on them, right? Oh, it's men's fault why women hate them. No wonder incels have the same thought, right? It's women's fault why why these incels hate women, right? Kind of the incel mentality. But this is what I want to say, okay? Because it's funny when women think that men are a monolith, right? Make men a monolith. Ridiculous. But I think a lot of women can't handle the internet because they can't handle the negativity of the internet. Hell, for me, I get death threats, right? And you think that I'd rather get women to, message me, things, right? Those sexual comments than getting message of death threats. But people get trolling threats, or people get unwanted messages. That's part of the internet. How about don't post them, right? If you don't post, you don't get it, right? If you don't post, you won't get these messages. But a lot of women don't seem to understand that. I also want to say this, okay? A lot of women don't realize, and her post kind of shows it, where you are wrong that a lot of men do realize that. You see so many women say, men don't approach her more. Guess what? Guess what type of men don't approach? The men that have listened. The men that listened, they stop approaching. A men that listen, they don't do that stuff. But guess what now you got, which you always had? The men that don't care, right? The creeps, the actual creeps. So instead of, encouraging the men that are good men to, continue trying to approach or whatever, no, you turn off all men, or all good men, and you also turn off good men for defending or standing up for you. No, now all you got is the creeps. All you got is the bad men. And those men were always there. So that's the consequences of, that's the consequence of a whole bunch of her actions, right? She shouldn't post that if she can't stand the negativity, because a lot of creators get negative comments. Terrible comments. I've gotten plenty of death threats. Literal disgusting death threats. I'm not crying about it, right? I'm not blaming women or men or whatever. And second, it's like, this is a thing where a lot of women gotta understand, why make men a monolith, right? I've heard so many women, minority women as well, saying black people are not a monolith, women are not a monolith, this is not a monolith. Okay, great. You don't make the minority, use the minority to paint a broad stroke for the majority. But women do that with men, right? They use the bad men to pretty much represent all men. That's insane.
Y'all, we just got into it at the restaurant because I asked him, tell me something about your last name that makes your last name worth passing on. Like, I want to hear about the lineage. I'm walking by myself in the parking lot. Good day, can't.
You can tell when a woman doesn't really like a man, that she will make things where she will push his buttons. She will make the process of getting with her difficult. When women like men, she will do everything in her power to make it easy for him to be with her. Here's the thing where under her comment section, right, there are quite a few people who say, oh, that's a good question. No, it's not. It's not a good question, because here's the thing. We are all average people. Right? If she was asking, oh, tell me about your family, okay? Tell me about, your grandfather, your grandmother, your great, tell me about your family. That's okay. But it's like, what makes your last name worthy to be passed on? What? Who the hell do you think I am? Rockefeller? Who do you think I am? Elon Musk? It's like, most people are average people. Our names are nothing, okay? It's like, this is the thing where a lot of women, this question is stupid, because, again, our names, as average people, do not carry any clout, do not carry anything, do not carry any fame. It's not anything special. Our parents aren't, our great-great-grandparents aren't, I don't know, Thomas Edison, or some kind of famous athlete, right? An Olympic athlete, or some kind of famous inventor, some kind of famous politician. Our name isn't Washington, right? Our name is just an average person. Why men want it, right? It's to make, this is the thing, and I think we've lost the plot of it. It's to make your partner, who you love, feel special and respected, feel wanted and needed. This is the thing where people have lost the plot when it comes to love, right? Men will protect, provide for women because they love a woman, they respect a woman, they care for a woman, they desire said woman. Okay? Men, what makes you? Imagine this: a man comes up to you and says, "What makes you special for me to provide and protect for you?" You think that's a great question? A woman would love and gladfully answer. Really? That's the same attitude. That's the same energy. Keep that same energy. If it's okay for a man to come up to you and say, "Oh, what do you bring to the table?" Right? See shit like this? What do you bring to the table? Those insanity questions, right? What's your body count? Right? Oh, women go crazy about those questions, right? But this is okay. What's so special about your name to be passed on? Dude, are you stupid? Are you kidding me? Do you not? I mean, it's like, show me how little love and respect you have for me when you ask those questions. It's like, this is the problem where we have lost the plot when it comes to dating and relationships. It's about love, but it's not anymore. It's transactional. What makes it special for you, right? Why should I pass down your name? Why should I take your name? What's so special about you? Do you not fucking love me? Right? Do you not respect me? Do you not care for me? Do you not want to, I don't know, make me feel good? Because wouldn't you expect the same energy towards you? Shouldn't I love you, respect you, make you feel good? Why should I risk my life to protect you? Why would I risk my health to provide for you? Why should I blood, sweat, and take years off of my life to focus on your provision? This is why we've lost the plot. Oh, also, let's go deeper. It's a sense that your last name is usually your father's last name. So it's the idea of you now moving to the family that you and your husband has. So you take up his last name. So now you are part of his family. Okay? You're not part of your father's family. You are part of his family. Okay? That's the idea. You can call it patriarchy, you can call it whatever, men's ego, whatever. It's about you showing love and respect for this man you chose to marry. That's the thing. Now, you don't have to marry the person, you don't have to take their last name, you don't have to do nothing. But again, it's a sign of love and respect.
I'm really frustrated right now because the man I want, I would never date. I would never date, never in a million years, I would never date. And the man that I would date couldn't come correct.
I 100% believe that women are their own worst enemy. There is no one to blame but women when it comes to dating. Women are the root of the problem when it comes to dating. Women are the root. Women are the root source of why dating is terrible. So you're telling me the man you do want you don't want to date. The man you don't want, you don't want to date. What does that leave you? What does that leave you? Men you want are not good enough to date. Men that you don't want are not good enough to date. What the fuck does that leave you? This is the thing, I've said this before, where I support, please just stay single. Get out of the dating market. Stop talking about men. Stop thinking about men. Stop dealing with men. Just get out of the dating market. 100%, completely. Stay single for the rest of your life, because honestly, there are so many bitter women. There's so many miserable women. There's so many difficult women. There are so many women that are honestly not made to be in a relationship. You're not fit to be in a relationship. So it's better off that, you be happily single, right? Be happily single. You do the things you want, you go ahead, right? Whatever single life looks to you, do it. Stop dating men. Because to be all honest, I think women like this, if they get out of the dating market, it will be healthy for everyone, right? You're not dealing with toxic men, and these women, honestly, in my honest opinion, toxic people attract toxic people. So a woman like this will only attract terrible men. So she will only keep the terrible men, in circulation. So if terrible women are not in the dating market, terrible men don't have anyone to deal with, right? Hopefully good women don't even try to deal with these men, but I don't know. But again, these women just need to just be alone, because shit like this makes no sense. It makes no sense. Like, think about it. So men you want aren't good enough. Men you don't want are still not good enough.
You want my number, had to hit him with the fantasizing, got him feeling for this.
This will probably be an unpopular take, because I'm not simping, right? I'm not simping for her. But this is a thing where, in a time period where women are more free than ever before, it shows that women are no different, or they have no leg to stand on for the complaints they have against men, right? You call men creeps, you call men, a whole bunch of things, right? Men objectify women and stuff like that. But when given the power, right, power to dictate your own life, women will objectify themselves. Women will try to attract creeps on their own, right? When given the power to control the narrative, women will still over-sexualize themselves. Women will still try to be a beacon for creeps, okay? They don't try to actually counteract it. Now, because this is the thing when women realize that the world shouldn't have creeps. That's idiotic. I do not believe in a world that we won't have good people and bad people. I just don't, because I think good and bad is within all of us, okay? It takes discipline, it takes, and honestly, strength and intelligence and so much other things to actually fight against certain kind of urges, fight against certain kind of mindsets, okay? Be someone different. I just think that's how it is. That's reality. So, it will always be the human experience to have good and bad people. What you can do, right? You can't control other people, right? You can't control other people. That's just not how the world works. So I'm not saying, oh, I want women to stop. No, do what you want to do. But at the end of the day, what you can control is yourself. You can control the narrative that you help push out. We keep on thinking that, oh, I don't control what happens to other women, but you kind of do, right? You kind of contribute to it. We constantly think, oh, women are not a monolith. Black people are not a monolith. Men are not a monolith. But if more people, right? Let's say men. If more men start thinking that, oh, I will not treat women like, I will not abuse women. I will not be toxic to women. That is you helping to control the narrative, right? Because let's say this, statistically, yes, men commit more violent crimes, but also same statistics that majority of men do not commit violent crimes, right? Those go hand in hand. So it's truthfully, yes, men are actively combating the narrative, right? Most men do not commit violent crimes. Most men don't. Yes, the statistics it includes mostly men, but it's not the same thing. So we gotta understand that we have to try our best as individuals to control the narrative, okay? Do your best. But it's the insanity that we are adding to it, right? The least you could not do is add to bad narratives, right? Negative narratives, negative stereotypes, negative point of views. That's the least you could do. So, I don't know, that's just my view. Oh, also, I do want to say this, right? I get it, men's weakness will always be women and lust. I wish more men would stand up to that weakness. I wish more men would combat that weakness. I'm not saying that there aren't a lot of men, but I think there's more men that don't combat it, right? More men that fall victim to that weakness. So it's just something that I wish I could promote. I wish I could push out to the masses that, control your weakness. Because here's the thing, women like this, she's making money off of your weakness. That's the thing. She's making money off your weakness. Why are you letting that happen? Okay? At the end of the day, that money should be going to your life, to improve your life, to improve the life of someone that you value. Okay? the family, the woman, the children that you value. But, you know, we're weak to it. So, you know, just something I thought.
You look trans. Thank you. Has it ever occurred to you that some of the most beautiful women in the world happen to be transgender, and the other beautiful women in the world are adopting beauty techniques that trans women invented? Trans women have always been the blueprint for beauty, and I am beautiful not in spite of my transness, but because of it. What now? What then? What are we gonna do now that you can tell I'm trans and everyone can tell that you're a loser?
Please tell me, right? Please tell me, because I can never understand. Why do women support this? Because women don't usually support men like that. But yet, here's a man blatantly putting, I mean, like, do you not see the subtle put downs? So men are the blueprint for beauty. Men. Men are the blueprint for how women, you know, take care of themselves, beautify themselves. Men are the most beautiful women around. Do you not? I mean, I don't understand it. I seriously don't understand women, right? Things like this makes me like, wouldn't women fight against this? Men trying to proclaim they're the most beautiful women around. Men claim that they are the blueprint for beauty. It's like, do you not find this insulting? So all a man has to do is dress like a woman to have your support. So I never understand. I can never understand how women could support this, where they don't find this absolutely abhorrent, absolutely insulting. This is insulting, in my personal opinion, right? It's like someone who's like, I don't know, someone of another race coming to an Asian community, dressing like they're Asian, trying to make themselves look Asian, and saying that they are the blueprint of what is an Asian person, right? They know what it's like to be an Asian person more than other Asian people. Do you not? Why do women? It's only women, right? Only women allows this. Why do you allow the disrespect? As long as they dress like women. I don't understand it. Are you that weak-minded? Are you that weak-minded? I cannot understand it, because these are literal men saying that they're better than women. They are what you mirror yourself to be. These men say what you, as actual women, mirror yourself to be. And that's what you support. Majority of women support this shit, right? It's not men aren't supporting this shit. It's women. Women support these insane movements. And you can't see that this is a delusional man trying to usurp your place, trying to barge in on your place, your safe space, right? These men are trying to get into your bathrooms. These men are trying to get into your gyms. These men are trying to get into your sports. These men are trying to get your men, right? Trying to say that they are better women than you. I don't really understand. I really don't understand why women do this. Why women support this insanity.
Men truly don't give a fuck about you. If they're over the age of 30 and they go out every single weekend and they're at the bars with their friends, they are hunting. They are chasing a pretty face, they're going to score, and then they're on to the next. These men are never going to want to build a life with you. They are never going to change their mindset. Someone somewhere damaged them, and it has nothing to do with you. That's just who they are and who they are always going to be. My guy friend took me out last night with a group of his friends. I've never met them before. And let me just tell you, I sat and observed, and being one of the only women there and hearing the conversations they were talking about, I was like, mortified. But I did realize one thing. I am never meeting my husband at a bar. So I need to make some lifestyle changes. So if you guys have any good recommendations on where to meet people that does not involve drinking and like actual activities besides like church, let me know, because I need some help to actually find someone who wants to build a life with me.
You know, I give her credit that in her caption, or description, whatever, she did say not all men. But this is the thing where she should have been more precise in the sense that not men, or not even all men, small minority of men, the men that you are or would be attracted to. Those are the men. That's the thing where women seem to not grasp, okay? It's usually most men, okay? They thrive in relationship. They prefer to be in relationship because men do better in relationships, period, right? And most men, they're not the type, they're not charming enough, good looking enough, have enough finances to really like do the player stuff, right? Be the player. They're not. Most men aren't. Most men are not capable to go out to bars, hit on multiple women, get multiple women, you know, have sex with multiple women. They can't. Most men can't, okay? Because again, most women find most men unattractive. So really, it's not the men that do it, right? Not the men. It's usually the men that you are or would be attracted to. That's the thing where women seem to not be able to grasp. You have to learn. It's the men that most women want that can do stuff like this, okay? Most men cannot be the player. Most men cannot be the player because, hell, like, the craziest that, you know, if most men could, they would. Most men can't, right? Most men can't. Most men know that, you know what? They're not socially calibrated enough. They're not tall enough, good looking enough, charming enough, whatever enough, okay? So they fit a woman that, you know what, would love them, would be in a relationship with them. They fit that. That's just society. That's how it works, okay? That's how it is. So most men are not like this. Not even the majority of men. Not even 50% of the men. It's under 20% of the men. Because again, by dating statistics, most men are not desired by most women. Usually the top 20% of men are. So this is the thing where women need to understand, because this needs to be a distinction to show you that, you know what, actually, things like this happens to a small percent of men, right? Only a small percent of men can be the players, the bad boys of this world. And personal opinion, the advice that she's asking where you can meet this man, usually in your friend zone, right? If you have decent men, because honestly, I don't know why you're friends with men that aren't you know, morally sound. I really don't know, right? But if these men are actually your friend, right? Actually your friend, and you know them well enough that they're morally sound, they're good people inside, then it should be your friend zone. It should be your friend zone, because women have plenty of men that are in their friend zone. And I don't know why women would have men in their friend zones if they're not morally sound. So if these men are your friends, morally sound, good men, those are the men you should be dating. Those are the men you should be potentially building a future with. But you're not attracted to these men. So it says a lot that, you know what about the attractions women go for, right? The players, the bad boys. So
multiple friends of mine before have said that they've been with men who didn't like going down on them. Hey, I don't think that he likes women. I don't think he does. Because if he's not, and hey, that's okay. And I just don't think...
I'm going to have a question, but this is kind of weird to me. Not liking going down on a woman. And I do, right? I mean, I generally do. But not liking it doesn't mean that you wouldn't do it because you love your partner. That's the thing where, okay, this is where the question comes on. Do women actually like going down on men? Just like, I mean, like, do women actually like the taste, the feel, whatever? Like, they like, you know, D in mouth. They just like D in mouth, okay? Do women actually like that? Or do women like that they're making their partner feel good? Is that really the actual thing? Because in my honest opinion, I think majority of women do not like doing it. Do not like, they like making their partner feel good. That's what, if any woman that ever said, oh, I like doing it, it's more that they like making their partner feel good, right? So that's the thing where this woman is kind of idiotic in the sense, not liking something, right? Not liking, you know, going down on someone doesn't mean that you don't like doing it because you want your partner to feel good. This is kind of the difference, right? There's a difference. And that's where I think a lot of women fall under, where they don't like doing it. They don't like a D in the mouth. They don't like it, right? It's not like they like the taste. It's not like they like the feel. It's not like women like it, in my personal opinion. Because I've never seen a woman actually, oh, I like D in mouth. Or I like making my partner feel good. So, I mean, I really want to know, are there actually women that likes, I like D in mouth. I just like D in mouth, right? It doesn't matter. I just like having a D in mouth. Because I don't think they do. I just think that most women who say they like doing it is that they like pleasing their partner. They like, I've had women say that, I like seeing your face, how you react. That's what I enjoy. Like, they enjoy everything else that comes with, let's say, you know, a D in mouth, right? They like enjoying it, like the expression your partner has, the enjoyment your partner has, the you know, how your partner you know, just reactions, right? That's what I see more. So is it, because this is the thing, this is why this is her viewpoint is dishonest. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean that you don't do it because of your partner, because you love your partner. So it's not because you're, you know, you don't like women. So I wonder that.
Tell me why every day I go out looking adorable, tits bouncing, skin glistening, and yet nobody ever hits on me or approaches me. Ever. Oh my God, like, please. I'll take a fucking construction worker cat call at this point. Please.
Things like this is why the dating scene is the way it is, okay? Where, honestly, men are confused. Men are confused, and women are making it confusing. Women are making it hard. So imagine this, okay? On one hand, you have a group of women saying, don't approach. Stop approaching. Men are creeps. Men are violent. Men are terrible, okay? Men are the worst things on earth. I wish all men are gone, okay? And then on the other hand, we have a group of women saying, don't approach. Or, I'm sorry. We have a group of women saying, oh, where are the men that would approach. Why aren't men approaching? Why aren't men putting in effort? Where are all the good men at? So on and so on. Like why aren't men, active in the dating scenes? Or why don't men, want me? I haven't had a date in years and shit like that. Do you not understand that? How confusing that is, because no man can know what woman is what, right? Are you the woman that will pretty much curb him and yell at him? And because there are women that would yell at him, tell him he's a creep, tell him that he's harassing her. Or are you a woman that would appreciate that approach? And here's the also thing where another thing that women make confusing is that women find, by dating statistics, women find most men unattractive. So women will most likely and probably only respond to men that they find attractive. Men don't know who you find attractive. Men don't know. So it's like men don't know who you find attractive. Men don't know which type of women you are, if you are the ones that would, scream that it's harassment, or are you the one that would, appreciate the advancement, want the approach. Men don't know. And this is why a lot of men just give up, right? They just, no, I don't know what to do. I'm done. But on the same token is why you will still have the bad men, right? The men that would get you the creep factor, the men that would be harassing, the men would be terrible because they don't care regardless, right? They never cared if you said no or yes. They never cared that you complained because they were bad men, right? They were bad and good people always. So they would never listen to begin with. So they will still creep on you or approach you. While good men, they don't know what to do, right? They don't know what to do, and so they just go on their own way. They just live their own life. And that right there is, I believe, why marriage rates are going down. Having kids are going down. Just, people not going and getting in relationships because it's a headache, and women made it a headache.
Am I the only person that's touch deprived? Like, I want a hug, and no, I don't want a hug from my friends. No, I don't want a hug from my mama. I want a hug from some fine shit. I want a kiss. I want to be laid up. Like, no, I don't want to pray to God. Ain't no prayers gonna fix this shit. Only a fine-ass human being can resolve the issue at hand. The only shit that be in my phone is the only shit that be in my bed is my 3 phones, a laptop, and a book, and my wig whenever I take it off. Like, I'm tired of that. I want some love and affection. Y'all, somebody need to start selling it. All you motherfucking entrepreneurs, sell some love and affection in a bottle because a bitch is ready to buy.
You know why things like this are stupid? Because women don't have a problem with finding men. Women don't have a problem. Women don't have a problem with finding affection. Women, that's not a problem. And this is, I think her problem is to find a man that she finds attractive. Fine, right? Fine that shit. But I also believe that women don't have a problem with that. Now, it's harder because most women find most men unattractive, but it is harder for her to find a fine-ass man. But it's not impossible, and it's not that hard. Women like her, most women, have plenty of opportunities finding good-looking men. I'm pretty sure she's dated good-looking men, or what she deems as good-looking, or what she deems as fine-ass shit. Yet, women don't realize that that's not the problem either. Because, again, you've dated what you determine as fine-ass shit. You're not with it. You're not with them anymore, right? You can't sustain that relationship. Men don't, it's like, you think that even a good-looking man, you think it will be a problem for him to from some affection from him? No. Men would love it. You want to advertise that you want some affection from good-looking men? Men are willing and ready to get into your DMs. The problem what women find out, right, or going about, is that they don't want your sex. Because if you want your sex, you can find it from anybody, from top-tier men even. You can find it from, I don't know, celebrities that would gladly have sex with you. Just have sex. But be honest, you want a relationship. Because if you just want sex, you saying this is stupid, because you can easily get sex from even top-tier men, CEOs, good-looking men, top-tier good-looking men, fine-ass shit. You can easily get sex from these men. But that's not what you want. You want a relationship. And you most likely had relationships from men that you find fine-ass shit, but it didn't work out. What? He was a cheater. He was a liar. He was an abuser. He was a womanizer. Because this is a problem also. Women think that, oh, let me find fine-ass shit men and hope these men are monogamous. These men are faithful. Wonder why fine-ass shit men aren't faithful. A lot of women don't realize that, okay, you want fine-ass shit men. Well, you can get it, especially for sex. But if you want them for relationships, that'll be another story. Because a lot of these women cannot hold down these men. They cannot get these men to commit. They cannot get these men to be monogamous to them. And yet they still want them. So at the end of the day, it's just it's your own fault, right? You are suffering from your own, I don't know, delusions, your own standards.